said you never had the chicken sandwich though?
No. I'm gonna try it today.
Say people were stabbing each other over them.
There was somebody, there was this person. This guy cut in line. He was getting a chicken sandwich. I'm like, oh my God.
Cutting line and stabbing.
That's crazy.
Wonder what that chicken sandwich tastes like.
I'm right, no kidding. Made of gold or something. I mean, chicken sandwiches are good, but I mean, not over a life sentence. I'm sorry.
And you never been curious to try it, huh?
As a matter of fact, I have. Yes. I just have never stopped to kick my gosh.
Shalom, Israel. Out here in the world, getting my dose of poison. Damn, I forgot. Damn, never got this tea working. Oh, okay. Hey, what I was wondering? Hold on for a second.
Not a good idea. No, we're good.
You know what? I need a cup of ice. I do need a cup of ice while I'm here. All the pork products, see that? All pork. For your daily diet. I could use some of these eggs though. So, what I was showing y'all, sharing with y'all on my Uber ride, I got picked up by Uber. Let me pause it. I'm gonna talk about this outside without this mask on. Yeah, so Israel, I had Shalom, welcome y'all. I had Uber come pick me up, and the lady, I tried to get on camera. I started recording late because I didn't expect it, as far as what the conversation started off with. So we driving, and we passed the Popeye's chicken, and I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into things, but she says, we pass this Popeye chickens, and she goes, have you tried that chicken yet? That chicken sandwich? I looked at it, I actually haven't tried it. No, I did try it one time, and I didn't, when I heard about it, somebody, this before all the stuff they started doing behind it. So I tried it, and it was just too big. I like, man, this chicken is big, dumbass big. I didn't trust it. I didn't even eat the whole sandwich. And maybe something was on my spirit. I was like, I ain't messing with that chicken sandwich, man. They might be putting something in there. I mean, I didn't say it, but when I started seeing all the stuff. So, yeah, I tried it the first time. So she says, I didn't remember it at the time, though. She says, have you tried that chicken sandwich? And I said, no, I didn't. And I said, have you? And she goes, nah. So why the hell is you asking me if I tried the chicken sandwich and you ain't even tried it? And then she starts telling stories about stuff she's seen in the news, I'm pretty sure on Fox News. But yes, there were some people in line getting a chicken sandwich, and another one cut in front of another one, and he stabbed the other one over a chicken sandwich. And I was just thinking, it was just, why is she having this conversation with me about chicken? Maybe I'm reading too much into it, I don't know. But, yeah, odd behavior from Esau. But it's to be expected. I'm over here about to take some little home time. Hold on, Israel. Home sweet home. Okay. Nice and cool in my cabin. There's light in my life. So I'm gonna Try to give me a haircut today. With some wings in it. Welcome back, all, and I hope it all you see in the messages or the comments related to the issues we're having here on our channel, on our page, and I set up an alternative one. And it's funny because Shannon, the Shay, she said, yeah, it might be good for you to get a backup channel. I'm not computer savvy, man, and I don't. A lot of my accounts be like personal me that I gotta be remembering passcodes and all that, so I don't like a lot of stuff on my plate, so I don't do it. I really don't like this behind. Be having a lot of accounts and stuff, but Shannon said, yeah, you know, Rap the News, he got like 10 different, I didn't know that. I thought I subscribed to Rap the News. I thought that was his only, I don't know why I thought that, but that was served since they're gonna be banning stuff. So he got like 10 pages, and I guess, you know, him having such a strong following, people will seek all those pages, you know. So yeah, I set up that second one, and I'm gonna still try to use this primarily because, like I said, this is the headquarters, and we'll go from there. If I gotta resort to using the backup page, I will. I'll share with y'all if I do, you know, share it on the other page that, you know, that's where something new has been shared. I was mentioning on that, one of those two last videos that I did about the Voodoo. Good morning, team. Okay, no, not with that. Supposed to be getting a hurricane. I'm in Houston. I'm supposed to be getting hit with a double hurricane here. Okay, back on subject. With that Voodoo, you know, if y'all got any stories, share them pertaining to our people's practices coming off the plantation, dealing with Santa Maria, Voodoo, witchcraft. As I share with y'all, found out later in my life, like maybe 2 years ago, from my uncle, that my grandma practiced Voodoo, and how innocent it was, or the practices of it, how they indoctrinated into their life because they grew up on the plantation. The Most High said in those scriptures about us not knowing Him, He hid Himself from us. So during the times of that punishment of Deuteronomy on slavery, our people seeked out Voodoo to protect them and put hex on slave masters and their family to get their lick back. So in this conversation with my uncle, he says, we were talking about something, and we got a lot of family still in Mississippi and parts of Louisiana. Primarily Louisiana, I'm finding out. And he says, yeah, your grandma used to practice witchcraft. And I'm like, man, what is he talking about, Uncle? He says, yeah. Now, mind you, we were kids. 4, 5, and 6 in that age range. No older than 6, I was. When we came over to my grandmama's house, we always had to go into the home through the back door, through the back porch. This is in Chicago. And my uncle said, excuse me for eating, I know I love to eat. Why do you think y'all had to go through the back door when y'all was kids? You came over. I said, huh? And I always assumed, because my grandma had those plastic runners on the floor, on the carpet. sofas covered in plastic. But she had the runners over the carpet, and the sofa's covered in plastic. I thought it was to preserve her furniture. He said, "No, man, that was voodoo. It's a practice down south that if you have a man, to keep your man, once he leaves the home, no other male can come through that threshold before he returns. Only time, as I recanted, thinking about what he was saying, only time I've ever remember us going through that front door is when my grandfather was there and he greeted us at the door. And he used to bend over and give us hugs and kisses and everything. You know, he was so proud of us, man, and we didn't know it, how great that man was. But, man, my grandfather was something else, man. And people would tell you stories about him, man. They told me about another time, one of my uncles, my Uncle Dave, he was in the military, and he also was a black belt. But one time, my family lived on Jackson Avenue in Chicago, on the west side, my father's side, right next to Crane High School. That's where Walt Disney is from, that block. The man, Walt Disney, he grew up in that area. This before, I guess, blacks lived there. But anyway, my Uncle David bowled up. He had to be a teenager, man, maybe 17, 19, might even been 20. Bowled up on my grandfather. And they say my grandfather fired like 3 shots at him in the house. Meant to kill him. Man, the stories they tell me about my grandfather. He was no joke. Everybody respected and or feared my grandfather. He was a real man. Real man. My mama, he used to pick me up. He had a black deuce and a quarter. Triple black. Black vinyl top, black interior, black paint. He used to pick me up, put me on the back seat, drive me around, go to the cleaners. He had a hot dog stand too, you know. But our mama used to take me, go to the dry cleaners, pick up the stuff, make a couple of errands. The man was slick, just cool. Yeah, but as I'm speaking about this to my other cousin in California, his wife from Louisiana, and we in a conversation, me, him, and my brother on a 3-way, and he talking about that. He said, "Yeah, man," he said, "that's for real, that's for real." He said, "My wife, she do the same thing. Like when he leave the house and he come back with his kids, his sons, he push them through the door before him, and she get mad, and she'll be like, 'Why did you do that? You know you wasn't supposed to let them come through the door before.'" And it's all in innocence, just because it's a belief we got, but it's like playing with a Ouija board. We didn't inherit these practices, passing our children through the fire, and these rituals and such, and all in innocence. We didn't made them into customs that we still practice to this day. Like he said, his wife, when she comb or brush her hair, if it's any hair in the comb or the brush, she flushes it or burns it. And she said, "Ain't nobody getting a hold of this hair. They ain't getting," you know. And it's all so, if you believe in that stuff. But I believe if you don't know the Most High, and you got other gods, like if you're looking up to Jesus or something, you're open season for those to be practiced on you, those beliefs and all that other stuff. If you know of the Most High gonna protect you. I believe. I don't believe in stuff like that, so I don't even think without the Most High for me that it would work. But like I say, if you ain't got the protection of the Most High, I wouldn't put too much investment in that, you know, doubting that ability to affect you. But yeah, that's power, man, and what we witnessing. We've all seen it with our own blind eyes. What is really going on in this world, and the fact that what we just experienced on our page, them blocking videos, and one of them they said for copyright infringements or something. I had nothing on there that was copyright, nothing, you know. Nothing. It's just crazy. So they know you ain't got no audience or no platform to plead your case. So it is just what it is. You know, they remove it. And when they're downloading your thing before they reject it, they code it. So you can't resubmit it, you know, for download, you know. So I've found some alternative ways. I'm not going to share because we got scoffers and agents watching, and I ain't going to help them enhance their technology to hate. So, yeah, if y'all got any stories about down south of rituals, voodoo, Santa Maria, and that brings me into the, you know, with the Hispanics. You know, they do this Day of the Dead religiously. Like, I got friends that follow Jesus tough because they Catholics, Hispanics. But that Day of the Dead come up, it's a holiday or something, or a time of worship, and they do the whole skeleton painting of the face with the dead, the skeleton. Like, really, buying skull heads and decorating their homes and all this other such, changing their profiles on their Facebook. And then one day I was getting a car worked on. No, I had just finished getting my car worked on. I went to a barbershop. I'm sitting down in a barbershop, and it was a cartoon playing on the TV. It was by Pixar, and it was partially in Spanish, but it was by Pixar, like Disney or something. And it was about that Day of the Dead thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was a whole story. So I knew somebody that was Mexican, and I called them up on the phone. It was a female. And I started asking her about that cartoon, and she started telling me about the stories, what that cartoon was based on. Demonic stuff, but it's supposed to be that dead spirit protects the living, something to that effect. But all the Mexicans know about it, understand this culture. And like I say, we got the same thing with Israel as we have with us, Judah, as a whole. There was all kind of stumbling blocks put out here for us to follow, and a lot of us did it in ignorance because of the conditions we're living in, and for protection against the oppressors, the colonizers, to guide us away because we didn't know God. God hid himself from us, and we were under a punishment, and called on these spirits, and it became what we looked up to because it's the only thing that worked at the time. Deep, man. But then, just wanted to share that with y'all. If y'all do have any stories, you know, I want to do some more on this, identifying that for us, to let our people know this is stuff they need to walk away from, even though it's been inherently passed down. That whole thing, I mean, I've heard stories, and I remember this. When I was a kid, I was like maybe 5 or 6 at that same time. And I was with my mom and 2 of her sisters. And I'm a kid listening to grown folks talk. This is why you're not supposed to be around grown folks when they talk, because you listen. And my auntie had a boyfriend that was beating her, or he was doing something. I think he used to beat her. I remember that. Meaning them talking like that. And somebody out of them 3 said, fix him some spaghetti and put some blood in it. That'll get him to act right. I remember that. I was a kid, and I didn't think, gross, and I didn't even know what blood was, you know. But it stuck with me because I heard that. That's what they were planning to do, for him to act right. I mentioned that in that same conversation with my brother and my cousin about, you know, the rituals and the voodoo and stuff. And he said, man, I remember being about 9, 11, and my mama told me, don't you be out there eating no girl spaghetti. That's my auntie from the Bay. She from Long Beach. She ain't from this. I'm pretty sure her grandparents are from the South too, but she was born and raised in Long Beach and Oakland. You know what I'm saying? So this is known about the land, about the spaghetti. And even before that, I've always said I can't just eat anybody's spaghetti because how it tasted. I like my spaghetti a certain flavor, and I like my I don't care for the how they make the noodles and then put the sauce on. I like mine all blended up, you know, which will conceal some blood if you're trying to conceal it. But anyway, yeah, I don't eat just anybody's spaghetti. Just like I can't eat anybody's potato salad. I love potato salad. So with that said, like I said, if y'all got some stories, please share. Or episodes, I would love to let our people see the stuff that we got to walk away from. As innocent as it may seem, or how much of a customer is, we got to get this stuff brought to the light. So we don't try to be bringing those rituals like baby Jesus to our enemy, thinking it's okay. All praise to the Most High. Y'all stay blessed. Israel. Shalom.